Yes, good afternoon, my students. I welcome you to this video. This video is on, this will be the fourth video that we are now making on the uh, basics of integration. In last video, I have given you the rules of substitution method, how we evaluate the different integrals by substitution method. Now we have the consequences of substitution method. The consequent result are very important. You see, previously you have seen how to integrate the integrals like this. You know, the integral of dx by under root of x square minus a square, integral of dx by under root of a square minus x square, integral of dx by under root of x square plus a square. We have done it. It is already now done. You know all these. It is sine inverse x by, it is cos inverse, this is sine hyperbolic inverse. Now we have, with the help of this substitution method, we want to evaluate these integrals. What is now integral of under root of a square minus x square, integral of root of x square minus a square dx, and integral of root of x square plus a square dx. You can do these by substitution method. For example, let us first evaluate this one by substitution. You see, if you have this, I is equal to integral of root of x square minus a square minus x square a square minus x square dx. What substitution you can do here so that you can get rid of radical? If you put x is equal to a sine theta, in that way also you will get rid of this radical, because in that case it is a square into 1 minus sine square, which is cos square, radical goes. You can put the substitution x is equal to a cos theta, in that way also you will get rid of radical. So this is what substitution sometimes removes the fractional powers of the this function. So it is actually the irrational integral. If we talk of this integral, it is also irrational integral. We make the substitution. If we put here x is equal to a sine theta, say a sine theta is the suitable, yeah, a cos theta you can go. This gives you dx is a cos theta d theta. Now you see how your integral reduces to, it is integral of under root of a square minus, it is a square sine square theta into dx is a cos theta d theta. This comes out to be integral of, taking here a square, this is a under root of 1 minus sine square theta into a cos theta d theta. This is your a square out. This will be 1 minus sine square cos square. This cos is cos square theta d theta. Now you have the formula for cos square theta. It is cos 2 theta plus 1, because cos twice cos square theta, it is 1 plus cos 2 theta by 2, as you know, d theta. It is the formula of cos square, and you know sine square is 1 minus cos 2 theta. You have get rid of this square, then you can write this as, it is now a square by 2 integral of 1 d theta plus a square by 2 integral of cos 2 theta d theta. Okay, you see how we evaluate this integral. This is then a square by 2 theta plus a square by 2, you know, derivative of cos, integral of cos, it is sine. It is sine 2 theta. In angle you have 2 theta, it is derivative will be down, it is 2. So this is a square by 2 theta plus a square by 4 into twice sine theta cos theta. This one simplification gives you, this is now, I can write this a square by 2 sine theta cos theta, then plus a square by 2 theta. You have put x is equal to a sine theta, means your sine theta by your substitution will be x by a. You can write this further as a square by 2, this is x by a. This you can write under root of 1 minus sine square theta plus a square by 2, this is sine inverse x by a. I have got theta from this. Therefore you get this as x a square by 2a, this is root of 1 minus, the value of sine is here, x by a, x square by a square plus a square by 2 sine inverse x by a. So this is, on simplification, this is x by x a x by 2 under root of a square minus x square, this is a out from the radical, plus a square by 2 sine inverse x by a. Therefore you have got this integral as x by 2 under root of a square minus x square plus a square by 2 sine inverse x by a. Okay, plus c. Therefore, as a consequence of this substitution method, we have the formula now. You can use the formula and you will remember this. Whenever you come across this integral you have integral of root of a square minus x square dx. You will now remember it is x by 2 under root of a square minus x square plus a square by 2 sine inverse x by a plus some arbitrary constant. So this is the formula that you have to now remember for this. We have done this also in previous classes. Okay, before this, in previous lecture you have done 1 by under root of a square minus x square. Now if it is integral of under root of a square minus x square, what is this equal to? You see, similarly on the basis of this, you will remember this is the first formula I have derived. Second is, if you have integral of root of a square plus x square dx, a square plus x square dx, this is x by 2 under root of what it is here, a square plus x square, then here again plus a square by 2, here it is sine inverse hyperbolic, that means sine inverse, you will say it is sine inverse x by a plus c. Or you can write this result also in this way. We frequently use log. We can write it is x by 2 under root of a square plus x square plus a square by 2. This can be log of x plus under root of a square plus x square by a. So this is second result. I can tell you later on how we deduce it. We can also deduce it by substitution. But you will remember this is the second formula. Well, you have another third one, integral of under root of x square minus a square dx. Here it was a square minus x square. Just you have integral of dx by root a square minus x square, that is sine inverse x by a. That has come here. You have an integral of 1 by under root of a square plus x square, that is sine inverse x by a, that is here. You have now under root of x square minus a square, it is cos inverse x by a, that will come there. But what is this? Remember this will be x by 2, then again the same radical, whatever it is here, x square minus a square, but here it is minus a square by 2 cos inverse x by a. Cos hyperbolic inverse, it is cos inverse, not cos. Well, you can put this also in log. I have already told you in previous lectures about the basics of integration. When you want to read this thing, you go through this video. You should first go video number 1, video 2, video 3. Okay, this is x by 2 under root of x square minus a square. This is minus a square by 2. This will be log of x plus under root of x square minus a square by 2. So this is one more formula. You may use this in terms of log, that is this, or in terms of cos inverse, it is this. You can use this in terms of sine inverse hyperbolic, and or you may use it log. These are the three fundamental results again. Now you may ask how we prove these two. It is a trigonometric substitution here. How can we apply this substitution here, hyperbolic substitution? I will give you a little bit idea about out of two. Let me solve this one. You can do it easily. Let me solve this one. You see how. Let us take how to evaluate integral of root of x square minus a square dx. For this you have to remember these basic formulae. This is hyperbolic function formulae. In trigonometry you simply write cos square plus sine square is 1. But here in case of hyperbolic, remember you have cos square theta minus sine square theta is 1 in hyperbolic functions. When you put cos e raised power theta plus e raised power minus theta by 2, this is e raised power theta minus e raised power minus theta by 2, evaluate this will be 1. And in case of trigonometry, simple trigonometry, you write sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. And if you remember, you write there cos 2 theta is what? Cos square theta minus sine square theta. But here you have cos square minus sine square 1, and you have cos 2 theta here, that is cos square theta plus sine square theta. This is the difference. Okay, and from these two, if we add these two, From this I can write my cos 2 theta will be, if I replace this cos square here from this, it is 1 plus sin square, it is 1 plus twice sin square theta. And from this I can write cos 2 theta is, if I now eliminate sin, the value of sin is cos square minus 1, it is twice cos square theta minus 1. These will be the results. So accordingly, if I put here, let me put x is equal to a cos theta. Why a cos theta? You see here, if you put cos, it is cos square minus 1 is equal to sin square. This is a suitable substitution. And in previous, if it is under root of x square plus a square, it is better to put x is equal to a sin, because 1 plus sin square is cos square there. Okay, so I put here x is equal to a cos theta. So you know dx, derivative of cos is sin, derivative of sin is cos. You have already done it. Okay, this is a sin theta d theta. This is the substitution. Well, you can write now, given integral I, this will be integral of under root of, you have put x, this is a square cos square theta minus a square into a sin theta d theta. This is integral I. When you take a common and this a, this will be a square under root of cos square theta minus 1 into sin hyperbolic theta d theta. What is this cos square minus 1? You see there, cos square this is cos square theta minus 1. You get it here. You take this here, this is sin square. This is I is equal to a square. This is only sin theta now because of this formula. This is your sin theta d theta. This comes out to be now integral a square is constant out sin square theta d theta. Now what is my sin square? I can find sin square here because cos 2 theta is 1 plus twice sin square. I can write this as a square integral of, from this it is cos 2 theta minus 1 by 2 d theta. Okay, this comes out to be a square by 2 integral of cos 2 theta d theta, then minus a square by 2 integral of 1 d theta. This is a square by 2 integral of cos is sin, it is sin 2 theta by 2, then minus a square by 2 theta. This on simplification gives you a square by 4 twice sin theta cos theta minus a square by 2 theta. You see what this result gives us. This is now a square by 2, a square by 2 sin theta cos theta minus a square by 2 theta, but you have put x is equal to a cos theta. This is a square by 2, replace this cos theta by x by a, x by a. This is sin theta minus a square by 2 theta. Now what do you do for this? Because you have cos square minus sin square is 1. So what is sin? Sin you can write, it is ax by 2 under root of, you see again, you have cos square theta minus sin square theta 1. So from this you get this simply, it is cos square theta minus 1 into a square by 2 theta. This is ax by 2 under root of x square by a square minus 1 minus a square by 2 cos inverse x by a. This comes out to be ax x square minus a square by 2a minus a square by 2 into cos inverse x by a. Therefore we have found the integral now. Dx by under root of x square minus a square is x by 2 under root of x square minus a square minus a square by 2 cos inverse x by a. But you have the formula for this cos inverse in terms of log. You can sometimes, if most frequently differential equations, we use here log formula. You can write it x by 2 under root of x square minus a square minus a square by 2. Remember here it is here minus. In previous two results there is here plus a square by 2. Remember there for x square minus a square it is minus a square by 2. It is log of x plus under root of x square minus a square by a. You can use either this or this. It is either this or this. So you have got one more formula for this. This is another formula that you will be using. This is the consequence of, I have already told you, there are so many results that we can find with the help of this substitution method. Now I will take some mixed problems. You have now in fact all the formulae, maximum formulae you have before you. Let me deal with some mixed problems for application. How will you apply these results? Suppose, let me take some result here, application part. Suppose I have to integrate, you want to integrate, say it is integral of 1 by under root of 2x square plus 3x plus 4 dx. You want to integrate this, okay? You want to integrate this. How will you proceed? You have learned in previous classes, we apply the, when we have the under radical, the quadratic, even the y-quadratic, we try to apply this completing the square method. How you complete the square method? You see, you have here under radical, you have 2x square plus 3x plus 4 under radical. You should always try to write the coefficient of x square as unity. You have seen in all the examples whether it is integral of dx by under root of x square plus a square under root of x square minus a square under root of x square a square minus x square, or integral of 1 by x under root. There also you have seen the coefficient of x square unity. If we want to put this formula, this integrand into that standard form, the better is what we write the coefficient of x square unity. It will be more better to evaluate this integral very easily. Take this 2 out. This will be x square plus 3x by 2 plus 2. I took 2 out. Now it is coefficient of x square unity. This is the first thing. Second is you catch here what is coefficient of x. It is completing the square method. You have already done in previous classes. Coefficient of x is 3 by 2. What is the half of 3 by 2? It is 3 by 4. You write this. It is 2 x square plus 3x by 2. I add 3 by 4 square and simultaneously subtract 3 by 4 square. I have added and subtracted this plus 2. I again explain this. Where does this come? 3 by 4. This is coefficient of x 3 by 2. The half of this is 3 by 4. Add 3 by 4 square and subtract. And what is this benefit? These three terms convert into a perfect square. You see now it is twice x plus 3 by 4 square. It is this plus this plus this. Then minus you have 9 by 16 plus 2. Okay, therefore my integral now reduces to this way. I can write it is integral of 1 upon under root of this thing, 2 times x plus 3 by 4 square minus 9 by 16 plus 2. It is dx here. This is I equal to 1 by root 2 out integral of dx by under root of x plus 3 by 4 plus 32 minus 9 by 16. This is 1 by root 2 integral of dx by under root of x plus 3 by 4, the square here, 3 by 4 square, then plus what it comes. It is 13. It is 13. Sorry, it is 23. 23 by 16. 23 by 16. You can write it 1 by root 2 integral of dx by under root of x plus 3 by 4 square plus root 23 by 9 by 3 by 3 square. This is now the standard form. It has taken the standard form notation. Well, you have a standard result here. You have standard result. What is that? Integral of dx by under root of x square plus a square. It has taken this form. What is this? You can write it is either sine inverse x by a, or you write it is log of what? X plus under root of x square plus a square by a. So you can apply this. If you write it log, you can write it. It is now 1 by root 2. You can write it is sine inverse x plus 3 by 4 by root 23 by 3. You simplify this. This will be 1 by root 2 sine inverse 4x plus 3 by 4x plus 3 into 3 by 4 root 23 plus c. You simplify it, or you can apply the result in terms of this log also. This is how we evaluate this integral, and this transforms either this form or x square minus a square form or a square minus x square form. This is the application, mixed application of this. Okay. Well, next let me write one more application. We write one more application. Let us have one more application on this. suppose you have to integrate, it is 4x plus 7 by under root of x square minus 4 dx. How you tackle such questions? How you tackle such question? You see, you have here numerator involves linear function of x, 4x plus 7. When you have radical x square minus 4, first of all I will try to write this as this derivative of this. If I differentiate x square minus 4 with respect to x, what is that? It is 2x, isn't this? So I will write here first 2x. You write this way. It is 2 out, then 2x plus 7 by 2 under root of x square minus 4 dx. Why I am doing this? I have given you the reason, because derivative of x square minus 4 is 2x. Let us convert this as the derivative of the function under radical. You see, you will write this now. It is 2 integral of 2x by under root of x square minus 4. I am applying integral of sum is sum of integrals formula. It is dx, then plus twice integral of 7 by 2, okay, 7 by 2 under root of x square minus 4 dx. I took here 2 common because I needed 2x here, derivative, then plus 7 by 2, it is 7, then I am writing 2x by this 2 goes here, 2 into 7 by 2 this. You see what is the benefit of this now? It is twice integral of x square minus 4 raised to power minus 1 by 2 into 2x dx plus 7 integral of dx by under root of x square minus 2 square. This is the second order result, x square minus a square form, and this is your fx raised power n f dash x, previous result. Now it automatically comes because you wrote this as the derivative of this. It has come to this way. This is fx n f dash x. This is the second order result. So what is this? It is twice x square minus 4 minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by minus 1 by 2 plus 1. It is previously you did fx n f dash x is fx raised power n plus 1 by n plus 1, that result. Then plus 7. Now what is this result? Integral of dx by under root of x square minus a square. There are two results for it. One is cos inverse and another is log. You can write this is your cos inverse x by a. If it would have been a square minus x square, then it was sine inverse, trigonometry. It is x square minus a square, it is cos inverse x by a. If it was a square plus a square, x square plus a square, then it was sine inverse. So it is 7. This will be your cos inverse x by 2. So so this is I equal to, this is 2, this will be 1 by 2, this 2 goes here, it is 4 under root of x square minus 4 plus 7 cos inverse x by 2 plus c. You can also put this result in log form here. You know the formula for this log. You can also apply the result in terms of log. This is an application how we proceed. Okay, next you may have one more application. Suppose you have to apply this result. Say it is, how to evaluate? It is integral I 1 by x under root of 1 plus log x plus log x square dx. Okay, you have to find out this. You can also go here by substitution because derivative of log x is 1 by x. If we put log xt here, it is 1 by x dx is dt. This you can write now. You can rewrite this integral. It is 1 by x dx. It is under root of log x square plus log x plus 1. This is I. You have got 1 by x dx dt. It is dt by under root of t square plus t plus 1. You have already coefficient of t square 1, so no need to write to take anything common. It is already coefficient of t square 1. Here coefficient of t, linear term, what is it? Is coefficient 1. What is the half of that? 1 by 2. You have to go integral of dt by under root of t square plus t, add here half of square, subtract half of square plus 1. Plus 1 is its own term. We have added and subtracted this to make it a perfect square. It's a perfect square formula. In other words, this comes out to be integral of dt by under root of, this is now t plus 1 by 2 square. In this result, this is involved. Then it is minus 1 by 4 plus 1. Okay. This is I equal to integral of dt by under root of t plus 1 by 2. This comes out to be minus 1 plus 4. That is 3. I can write it plus root 3 by 2. So this is again, this is square here, x square plus a square. What is this? 1 by the sine inverse. This is sine inverse x by a, t plus 1 by 2 by root 3 by 2. It is indefinite, add constant of integration. This will be sine inverse 2t plus 1 by root 3 plus c. This is sine inverse twice log x, because t is log x plus 1 by root 3 plus 1. This is how you tackle such problems. You can apply the previous results. This is just to give you the idea how we apply these formally. You can later on apply the same in solving linear differential equation of first order, when you find a differential equation, exact differential equations, so on and so forth. You can go there. Let me take one more example. Suppose I have a this or this result. This result you have. Suppose you want to integrate 2x plus 3. It is under root of x square plus 2x plus 3. 2x plus 3 under root of x square plus 2x plus 3. You want to solve this dx. How will you proceed? Under radical you have the quadratic polynomial. Outside you have linear. So you first try to write this as derivative of this quadratic. Let us see what if we differentiate this. What is this? Derivative of x square plus 2x plus 3 with respect to x comes out to be 2x plus 4, 2x plus 2. So it is 2x plus 2, 2x plus 2. Okay, it is 2x plus 2. So I want to have this first, what? 2x plus 2. I can write it now this way. Integral of, write this, 2x plus 2. Then out of this 1 remains plus 1. This is again 2x plus 3 under root of x square plus 2x plus 3 dx. This integral is now integral of root of x square plus 2x plus 3. Write it here. It is 2x plus 2, 2x plus 2, then plus integral of root x square plus 2x plus 3 dx. Now this is your fx and f dash x. It is dx here. You can write it is integral of x square plus 2x plus 3 raised to 1 by 2. This is its derivative, 2x plus 2 dx. Because when we differentiate this without power, derivative of this, it is 2x plus 2. It is fx and f dash x. So our problem is solved here. Now this we have to again apply what? The completing the square method. Completing the square method, I will write it under root of, it is x square, coefficient of x square is unity, okay, we don't need to disturb it, x square plus 2x. What is coefficient of x here? 2. What is the half of that? 1. Add 1 square and subtract 1 square, and it is plus 3. Well, this is your x square plus 2x plus 3 raised to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 1 by 2 plus 1. Which formula? fx and f dash x, which is fx raised for n plus 1, n plus 1, your n is 1 by 2. Now there we will apply this squaring method. This is x square plus 1 square, then minus 1 plus 3. This is 3 by 2, it will be 2 by 3, x square plus 2x plus 3 raised to power 3 by 2 plus under root of, it is again the same form, x square plus 1 square, sorry, x plus 1 square. This is x plus 1 square, x square plus 1 plus 2x, then it is minus, it is plus 2 here, this I can write plus root 2 square. It is again this standard result, you remember, this is this standard result, integral of root of x square plus a square. Yes, what is this? As you know, it is x by 2 under root of this x square plus a square by 2, then sine inverse x by a. You did it. So we write it, it is 2 by 3 x square plus 2x plus 3 raised power 3 by 2, then plus, you write this x by 2, x means your x plus 1 by 2 under root, what this is, x plus 1 square plus root 2 square, then plus a square by 2. A square by 2 means root 2 square by 2 into sine inverse x plus 1 by root 2. Then you can simplify this. You know that this under radical, this quantity under radical, this, it is nothing, it is again this x square plus 2x plus 3. If you obtain this, it is this quantity, okay. So accordingly you will apply these results in this. This is some mixed results I have given you, how we apply this in mixed cases. So next we will be meeting again in some, because we can do by substitution some more results till we reach our differential solution of differential equations. Till then I say you goodbye, thank you very much. And you, if you want to see more videos, we will be making videos on abstract algebra. We have videos, you have this linear algebra there, you will have this exact differential equations, so on and so forth. Now you need to just to subscribe the channel, and you will then select the videos as per your requirement. Thank you very much.